I'm pleased to be joined right now by McKittrick, who is the new Director of Parks and Recreation for the city. Congratulations on the new title. What made you want to take on this challenge in the city of Hazleton?
Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. I do love the outdoors, and I also care about the quality of life in Hazleton. And I feel like this role gives me a really great opportunity to make a real difference in the city.
Well, that sounds really good. Now, you've had experiences with the Hazleton Art League, other organizations, like you've been very involved in the community. So you really have your finger on the pulse of what's going on.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So that makes it easier for you, right?
It does. It's a strange connection, but it really has been, it has been an interesting journey how it all came together this way.
Well, we're happy for you. So now, how important is recreation to the city of Hazleton? Because people might think recreation, oh, that's the playground and some swings or a merry-go-round or what, but that's not what it all entails.
Oh, yeah, it's actually much more important than people think. It actually sets the standard of how people feel about the city and also how well they take care of the city. For instance, the parks, if people care about their city, then those parks are being used, they're being taken care of, they're being nurtured. But when those things are sort of forgotten, then they start falling into disrepair. And it also is like how it sets the tone for how people, the quality of life of Hazleton. It sets a tone for how people feel about their city. You know, it really is it's almost like this invisible but critical thing that people don't realize. It's not just play, it's actually how you feel about your own city.
Sure, and people who maybe are moving here, new companies coming in and that's one of the things they look at. They want to see that there's great recreation for their employees and their families.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right.
So now, what plans are you looking at right now? Like, are you hitting the ground running or what's up?
Yeah, so there's about a 3-inch thick recreation plan that is filled. This was a giant study that was done to say what needs to be done in all these parks, how to bring it, to the highest level. So this is a tremendous plan that was done by a whole bunch of the leaders in the community. So this is one guide that I will be following. But other than that, we are in a general term, we're going to be looking to improve the parks, updating equipment. We'll have regular recreation programs, educational events, and we'll be bringing sports leagues back to the area.
Well, that sounds wonderful. I'm sure our viewers are happy with that because that sounds exciting. So now, do you need help with recreation? Is that something that you need volunteers, or is it just when certain events are going on? How does that work?
Eventually we will, but right now we could use some, what I'm calling park watchers, people that live in the area of parks. We would love for them to actually let us know at recreation@cityofhazleton.org. There is, anybody can send, if there's something, they live in an area of a park and they think that there's something that needs to be improved or they have ideas or whatever it is, we're welcoming those ideas. And it would help us just to have eyes and ears out in the community because we do want to improve the quality of life. And so this is going to be very helpful. And then eventually in our programs that we have in the parks and things, we will need some volunteers, and also for the rec leagues. If some people run those rec leagues, and we're welcome to people doing that.
I know Mayor Cassatt has been really involved in recreation, City View Park.
Yeah.
For example, a lot of things go on up there. So are you looking to, maintain what's been done and increase the number of events and activities being held there and around the city?
Yes, absolutely. So we'll have the same events that have been happening. And then next year on the summer, we'll bring more events in. But right now, we have the Rotary's Beer and Wine Festival is actually happening at City View Park. We have the Trail of Treats. It's happening on October 30th. And then the Santa Claus Parade will be happening in December.
Wow. So we're already talking about fall and winter. Before you know it, it'll be here, unfortunately. Unfortunately for the cold weather. I like the events.
Agreed.
I like the events, but that sounds really nice. So congratulations. So if people want to get in touch with you, it's cityofhazleton.org. Is that where they go to?
You could go to recreation@cityofhazleton.org. We do have a new Facebook page, and that is at Hazleton Parks. And then we also have our website. If you go to the mayor's page, we have our own separate tab for recreation.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Feisner's Ford in Freeland, who is celebrating 75 years in business. Give them a call at 570-636-3920, or you can log on to feisnersford.com.